Good morning, students. Let's continue our chapter number 6, financial statement for not-for-profit organization. As previously, we just come to know that receipt and payment account, income and expenditure account, and balance sheet is to be prepared. And there are so many items that will be considered. Some are considered as a revenue in nature and to be taken in income and expenditure account. And some are the items which are to be considered capital in nature and it is to be deal in balance sheet. See how these capital nature or revenue nature items are to be deal with the help of the following illustrations. Illustration number 3 show how will you deal with the following items while preparing the balance sheet of a club at 31st March 2019. Sports fund is given over here. It is on 1st April 2018. What does it mean? 1st April 2018 means it is the opening balance of the sports fund is with us because it is given on the opening date. Okay. 10% sports fund investment on 1st April 2018. See, whenever any not-for-profit organization or profit organization got any fund, what they do, they don't keep the fund idle with them. They just invest it somewhere else as it is helpful to generate more money or income on that. So in this way, the organization has invested the sports fund in sports fund investment, same on the opening date, and 10% is the rate of return on that particular investment. Complete 5 lakh has been invested in the investment and 10% return is to be given on that. Now, interest received on sports fund investment. Interest received is 37,500. Then donation for sports fund 1,20,000. Sports prize awarded means award has been given as a sports prize and expense on sports event. See dear students, now in this question you find the complete and full-fledged information about the sports fund. Sports fund is capital in nature because it is known as endowment fund, we can say. It is for a specific purpose there. 10% investment are there, it means the investment amount has been invested somewhere else, then it becomes the asset. So sports fund investment is to be shown in the balance sheet on the asset side. You can see in the solution that's floating on the screen as well. Sports fund is a fund, it is capital nature, so it is shown on the liability and capital side. Sports fund rupees 5 lakh. Now add all those items which increase your fund and subtract all those items which decrease your fund. I'm repeating, add all those items which increase your fund and less all those items which decrease your fund. Now, interest received on sports fund investment, it will increase your fund, so it will be added. Then, if we see the second and third point given in the statement, 10% is the rate of interest. It means 10% of 5 lakh will be 50,000, while the interest received on sports fund investment is 37,500. It means 12,500 is the interest accrued. But definitely it will be received. So whatever the interest has been received till the date or the interest has been accrued, it is to be added there. So add interest received on sports fund investment and interest accrued. I hope first 2 points are clear to everybody. Now, donation for sports fund. The donation received, it is to be added as it adds on an increase in the sports fund. Less sports prize awarded, the sports prize has been given, so it caused a decrease in the fund, so it will be deducted. Expense on sports event minus 15,000. Now the net balance we will get 5,55,000. That will be our sports fund net balance after doing all the transaction. On the asset side, as we have to show the investment as well as accrued interest is considered as any of the accrued income is considered as the asset of the business. So it is also known as asset side. So it is to be treated at the 2 place. I hope it is clear to you. The next illustration is also very much similar to that, in which instead of sports fund, the match fund is given to you. See, 2 parts are there. In the part A, showing the following information, you have to do it as we have done earlier, you have to do it absolutely like that. But if we talk about the part B, what will be the effect of it match expenses if it is goes up 2,50,000 and other things remaining same? Let's see. The match expense are 8 lakh, match fund 4 lakh, donation for match fund 2 lakh 40, sale of match ticket is 3 lakh 60. So what we will do in the part A, we will add all those which increase the match fund, and we subtract all those expenses which cause a decrease in the match fund. I hope I'm giving you 1 minute. Please look at the solution very carefully, that what are the items has been added in the match fund and what are the items are to be subtracted from the match fund. And finally, you will get the 2 lakh rupees as a net balance of match fund. But if we talk about the part B, it is 2,50,000 has been increased in the match expenses. Earlier to this, match expenses were 8 lakh. Please mark in your books. I'm also marking here. Mark in your books. Mark in your books, the expenses are 8 lakh plus 2 lakh 50,000. 2,50,000 is to be added over here. Now we will get the total match expenses. It goes up to the 10,50,000. Now what happened in that case? The match expenses are 10,50,000 while we have the total funds 10 lakh. We have the total funds after adding the increase is 10 lakh. Expenses are 10 lakh 50. It means it gives a negative balance, and that negative balance is to be shown in the income and expenditure account, not in the balance sheet. So it is shown in the income and expenditure account, not in the balance sheet. I hope this concept is clear to everybody, that how to do. Question number 5 is absolutely similar to this that we have did. You find the various type of cases. You have to do it at your own. I'll not explain it. The next point is the topic we can say related to subscription. As we studied yesterday, that subscription is the most important source of income for each and every not-for-profit organization. So now the question arises how it is to be deal. How the subscription is to be deal in case of not-for-profit organization. Let's to illustration number 6, in which you come to know that how the subscription is to be dealt in case of accounts for not-for-profit organization. The following is the information relating to the subscription of Savera Club for the year ended 31st March 2016. Subscription received during the year 2015-16 is 70,000. Outstanding on 31st March 2015 is 17,000. In advance 31st March 2015 is 3,250. Receive in advance on 31st March 2016 is 4,670. Subscription outstanding on 31st March 2016 is 11,250. Show the subscription in income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st March 2016 and in the opening and closing balance sheet as well. See how to do. Before learning what will be the accounting treatment, you have to make the clear that what are the content is given to us. Subscription received during the year, it is subscription for the year. Outstanding on the closing date, 31st March 2015. It means in a way it is 1st April 2016. So we can say it is your opening. It is your opening subscription. So whatever the opening subscription is given to you, that is known as OS. It will be shown your outstanding subscription. It is known as OS. That will be your outstanding subscription. Subscription received in advance. It is also given on the opening date. It is known as AS. Subscription received in advance on 31st March 2016. It is given on the closing date. So it will be known as AS1. Subscription outstanding on 31st March 2016. It will be known as OS1. So you can differentiate it like this and you can apply the formula. Whatever the outstanding at the end means or accrued at the end, that is related to AS1 or OS1, that has the different treatment, and OS and AS has the different treatment. How the treatment is to be done? See, subscription outstanding is given over here. First of all, the subscription is given 70,000 less outstanding in the beginning. You have to remember only the formula: add outstanding less accrued. What the formula you have to keep in your mind? That add outstanding and subtract accrued subscription. So whenever the outstanding subscription is there, it is to be added. But which subscription? The subscription is at the end. And whatever the opening subscription is given over here, it has the opposite treatment. See, it is adding over here. We are adding the outstanding subscription. Whatever the opening balance, it will be have the reverse. Whatever the opening balance, it will have the reverse treatment. Outstanding in the beginning will be deduct, outstanding at the end, as you have did in the financial statement last year. Add outstanding less accrued. Similar to that, outstanding will be add and out accrued will be subtract. But outstanding in the beginning has the reverse treatment. Because why we are doing the reverse treatment of the beginning? Because by putting the plus and minus, we will get whatever the outstanding for the year. For that particular year, out of the opening and closing balance, whatever the outstanding for the year, you will get that. And whatever the accrued for that particular year, you also come to know that by putting the less accrued income, advance income, and whatever the advance is received in the closing balance, and add whatever the advance you receive in the opening balance. In this way, you will get whatever you receive in advance for the year. In this way, we have to add and subtract, and finally we will get whatever the amount is received for the subscription. It is 62,830 rupees. Moreover, you can prepare the subscription account if you want. It is an alternative method, but I just suggest you to follow the formula. Subscription account is there. You have to show the opening and closing balance of outstanding and advance. Both of the opening and closing balance has to be shown on the crisscross basis. The outstanding opening balance is to be shown here, over here. Outstanding closing balance on the credit side. Advance opening, advance closing balance. Whatever you got from receipt and payment account, it is to be shown by receipt and payment account, that is 70,000, and you will get the balance of 62,830 in income and expenditure account. Along with this, they asked in the question that how it is to be dealt in the balance sheet as well. So in the balance sheet, how it is to be dealt, the subscription received in advance and outstanding subscription in advance, opening balance. Both are shown in the opening balance sheet, and the closing balance of subscription received in advance and subscription outstanding is to be shown in the closing balance sheet. In this way, we have to put the subscription in the opening as well as closing. Now you have to complete your questions. Whatever you related to this, seventh illustration is also very much similar to this. You have to do it at your own. If you find any difficulty, please feel free to ask. Illustration number 8 is also very much similar to that, in which you have to deal how to do the subscription. So please do it, and if you have any query, feel free to ask.